even with some of the players that gone off to African Cup of Nations, Mendy's gone to African Cup of Nations, Thomas Partey's going back because Ghana got knocked out with a shock result as well. I just wanted to spice things up this weekend, whenever this gets released as well, with the fact that there have been an amazing amount of talent coming from Africa to the Premier League, to our shores, and actually coming up with some amazing players. So it's back to our little six-a-side game that we like to do. So we're going to start us off with an African Premier League six-a-side team, which would be quite good. I like to go first because for once I haven't actually prepared one. So I'm going to do it on the spot and see how it goes from there as well. We're not going to have a goalkeeper. I'm going to skip to having no goalkeeper because it'll be quite fun. I'd like to start with Kolo Touré in defence. I think Kolo Touré has been a fantastic defender over the last 10, 15 years when he was a Premier League player. He's now a coach at Leicester City, of course, under Brendan Rodgers. So he's part of the Invincible side next to Sol Campbell. He won the league with Man City as well. He played for Liverpool under Brendan Rodgers and Roy Hodgson, I believe, as well, which is a crazy career that he had as well. So fair play to Kolo Touré from the Ivory Coast. Second of all, I'd like to go for Yaya Touré because Yaya Touré was someone who I hated to enjoy watching, if you get what I mean. Like, he was a Man City player, but it's such a fun player to watch, like just tearing through defenses, tearing through midfields. And Roberto Mancini did something in that first season when they won a title where if it wasn't going well for Yaya Touré or for the team, when he was playing as a holding midfielder next to Gareth Barry, he'd play him as the attacking midfielder. And he just continued bombing forward when Tevez or Aguero or Dzeko was the other striker as well. And it was really good to see. It was a fun type of play. And I'm kind of glad that Arsene Wenger rejected him from Arsenal, because if he was an Arsenal player, he would have been pretty good under Arsene Wenger in that period of time. But he came from Barcelona, obviously came from the Ivory Coast. He was a Champions League winner, La Liga winner as well. But it was just great to see him in the Premier League. It was sad how he left Man City under Pep Guardiola, but realistically speaking, I feel like he was one of those core Manchester City legends who's done so much for the club and deserves a lot more recognition and respect from Man City fans as well, going forward as well. Next one I'm going to go for, bit of a surprise, but I'm going to go for Quinton Fortune, who used to play for Manchester United. He's a left midfielder from South Africa. Roy Keane said that if he ever did a Man United five-a-side of all time, Quinton Fortune would be in it because of how amazing he was as a talent, how well he did as a player, and what he left on the pitch. And he actually did that really well in the Premier League and is a versatility player that we kind of need. And I'd probably use in my sixth side as well. Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah, they're definitely going in there. You can't not have them in there. I don't know who else you would have instead of them in terms of the wingers. They're just amazing players to watch again. Liverpool players, so they've done really well for their teams over the years as well. And you're just thinking like Mohamed Salah is probably the greatest African player I've ever seen in the Premier League. That could be up for debate, but I'm going to stick with Mohamed Salah because I think he is over probably, I would say, the second greatest player that we've seen in the Premier League from Africa was Didier Drogba. I think Didier Drogba, you've got Adebayor as well. You've had a lot of amazing strikers from Africa, but Didier Drogba was a match winner. He's a big game player. He's done some amazing things, scored some amazing goals in the Premier League for Chelsea, and he came back that second time as well. So it's done really well going forward as well in his career, and he's done so much for his country. So he actually stopped a civil war as well in the Ivory Coast once upon a time, which was amazing. And shout out to Michael Essien as well. I thought he was an amazing player from Ghana as well, centre midfielder, but he was full of injuries, so I'd like to stick with my sixth side. Amar, who could you add to that, or who could you make in your own sixth side that you think would be a good shout?
So, truly, I think you pretty much picked I think he kind of could have potentially used Eto'o from his Barcelona days, but again,
he appeared at Chelsea.
But I would probably say your six-a-side team is pretty much exactly what I would choose. Probably not Quinton Fortune, I'll be honest. I'll probably actually have a goalkeeper and just Mendy in there. So one that he's just been solid, consistent, what you need. But yeah, 100%. That front three, Drogba, Salah, Mane up front, and the Kolo brothers, just midfield and defence is an absolutely disgusting team. And if any sort of team now had those players in there, those sort of outfield players, it would just be a menace to play against.
Yeah, and two of them are already playing the actually menaces, Salah and Mane, ridiculously. Salim, if you had to do a six-a-side team, would it be something similar to that? Would you put Marvelous Nakamba in maybe?
No,
Samatta?
My team's a bit different. So I've got Mendy in net.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's been quality, actually.
What a signing, right? 15, 20 million from Rennes, I think it was, to replace Kepa.
And then I had two ideas, but I've gone for the attacking one instead. So I've got Yaya Toure sort of at the back. And then I've got a three in front of him of Salah, of Mahrez, Salah, and Mane.
I forgot about Mahrez. I can't lie. I chose Salah over Mahrez, to be fair. But yeah, Mahrez is a quality player.
And then I've got Drogba up front. But the other option where instead of Mane, I was going to go for like Essien in midfield as well to have like the double sort of defensive block there. But no, I went for a more attacking team. I thought that Mendy and Yaya should be enough at the back.
Yeah, no one's getting past Mendy on a six-a-side as well. And Salim and I were playing six-a-side this week, so it's good fun to be back in it with our guys in Birmingham. So it's good to see everyone again. But realistically speaking, Didier Drogba on a six-a-side pitch, no one's getting the ball off him at all. Just ridiculous.
He's shooting from anywhere, isn't he?
Yeah, he could be in goal and just take a shot, and you're just like breaking an arm or something. Just crazy. Such a talented guy, Didier Drogba. And I think outside of the Chelsea fans, he doesn't get as much plaudits as he does because of the amount of goals he scored compared to the other strikers as well. But realistically speaking, there's so much talent in store from Africa coming to the Premier League every season. So even players like Salisu from Southampton, I think is going to be a top player. He could end up moving to a bigger club in the future down the line as well. And it's good to see a lot more coming from Africa as well. And the African Cup of Nations has been great to watch. I've enjoyed watching it and seeing some of these teams getting shock results as well. It's been great to see, and there's so much talent on display.